backyard. Oh. So this is like the final like developer like dev top. I'm gonna be like talking about these developer backyards, or at least like the last one that Arc System Works has been doing for their fighting game Guilty Gear Strive, and how well it's performing, how well it's doing. And they've been doing that for like every major mention of Guilty Gear Strive, whether it's like a gameplay presentation or a online beta. They've been doing that ever since. So let's see. Greetings to all readers of Developer's Backyard. This is Katano from the development team of Arc System Works. He's not Daisuke Ishiwatari, just to make the confusion clear. He's like the deep voice dude that was in the fighting game roundtable that was in substitute for Daisuke Ishiwatari. Thank you to everyone who took part in the Guilty Gear Strive open beta test number 2 held in May. We are especially grateful to everyone who took the time to fill out the survey. In this volume, we would like to address the feedback we received as the release date approaches. We've had 2 major events since the last volume of Developer's Backyard, the open beta test number 2 and the Red Bull Kumite. Oh yeah, there was Red Bull did like a stream of an exhibition match of Guilty Gear Strive, and it was some top-notch level play by pro players of playing Guilty Gear Strive. One of them was a Zato player, the other was a Geo player? No, it was a Chip player, I think it was a Chip player. It was a Chip versus Zato. During Red Bull Kumite, we revealed information about the player match and mission mode. First, we would like to provide some following information. Alright, so we can have rematch mode? Ooh, rematch mode. And have a lot of other options. Okay. To explain player match mode simply, it lets you create rooms and to play matches where you can freely change the match regulations. You can play with only your friends by setting an ID or use them for tournaments. Okay, so this is like their way of saying private matches. You get like your little dank pixel home right here. You get your dank pixel home, and this is where you can like invite your friends. You have a few like duel stations over here so that you can play with a friend while other friends are battling out with each other. Okay, I see that. You can play up to 9 players can enter each room, so you will have up to 8 players in the tournament join at one time along with the organizer. Ooh, okay. So yeah, it makes sense. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then one person can like be a like community organizer. That's smart. Okay, I like that. Yeah, cause like they didn't have a player match before. So they're just like getting ready for like the esports scene for Guilty Gear Strive. Which kind of goes in line with Street Fighter V, how it was very tournament organized. How it was like that. So it's following suit in hand with this. We've included a variety of features such as spectating and lining up for the next match. You can even wait for an opponent while in training mode, something not available in prior titles. Ooh, okay. Spectating and lining up for matches, yeah, that's what we would like to have. We don't want to like sit around and just like do nothing and look at this horrendous lobby. It's kind of like in a way of saying, you know, we have heard your complaints about the pixel lobbies of Guilty Gear Strive. Alright, we'll mitigate that with some things of our own liking. There's also an online training mode where you can practice with a friend without worrying about time limits. Oh wow, what a accessible thing you can do. So, if you have like a friend who is starting to jump on into Guilty Gear Strive and wants to learn about the game, you can set it without any like time limits to not worry about like matches and stuff, because literally that's what like fighting games are. They're like timed sets, timed matches, and you only have a limited number of seconds or minutes to actually learn how the fuck these controls are. So that's very accessible. I like that. I like what Guilty Gear is doing. They've been doing that since like the beginning, when they addressed that like it's going to cater to old fans, but it will also draw in new crowds. It will also draw in new crowds. That's literally what they're doing. Let's see. Oh, mission mode. Mission mode. Next, I would like to discuss mission mode, where you can learn various techniques for Guilty Gear Strive and fighting games in general. We aim to show new players that it is possible to enjoy fighting games without knowing about the battle mechanics by opting not to include explanations of the mechanics in the tutorial mode, and by reworking the matching system. Another like fucking Arc System Works jargon to say that like, oh, new players are coming in, you wanna learn buttons, here you go. Oh. Yeah, cause that's like a good that's like a good thing to say that like, oh, let's put explanations in our fighting games. If you add explanations in the fighting games, it will only draw off the person playing it, or the new person playing it, cause, you know, I'm not gonna be learning about this like mechanic of what is its pros and cons. I just wanna like do shit. However, we recommend players who want to improve and get stronger to play mission mode. Yeah, mission mode is not bad. Mission mode is not bad, that's good. There are over 120 total between explanation of mechanics, techniques, combos, and counter strategies for individual characters. The missions are divided by difficulty level, so there's no need to try clearing all of them at once. This mode is great for when you feel like you run into a wall during matches, or when you don't know what to practice next. Yeah, because that's what mission modes are. That's what literal, oh god. That's literally what mission modes in fighting games are. They're just like quote unquote tutorials to get you up to speed of what this character is doing, how does this character work, what are the controls are, what each specific button does, and so on and so forth. Though mission modes can be a little bit varying, because in old school fighting games, like as you see me in this channel, like KOF 13, their mission mode kinda sucks. They're fun, but they're stressful. And they're very awkward. They're hard for the sake of being hard. Like, they are not something an optimal player should be doing. They give you an idea of what this character is like, but you don't have to follow this mission mode through and through. It's just, alright, I can learn without this. I don't need this in my life. It's fun, but I don't need to follow this, like, very detailed, like, high execution combo. I can do without it. But mission mode is good. Mission mode is good. It's just a way that you'll get new players to play your specific fighting game without the need for without like the need to make it, you know, learn by yourself. Cause nowadays, you know, fighting games can be hard. Not just in the sense that like you could learn a fighting game no problem. I'm just only assuming. But it's just that not a lot of people have time to play a fighting game or lab a fighting game. Unless it's like a specific one that they would like. At most, a person plays a fighting game is like 1 to 2 fighting games. That's it. They're not someone like me, for instance, or Max Dude, or some of the, or like Justin Wong, or any of the any of the FGC pros in the higher ups of Twitch and YouTube that play a hella different fighting games because they're fighting game fans. If you have like one game, that's good enough. Just solely dedicate to that one fighting game. There's no need to like oust anybody or like force anybody to play this or play that. Just play whatever you like. But in the sense that like I don't have time to play a fighting game, that's really like on you. That's really like on you. Like, I used to always like crucify people by saying, well, you have like work, so make time. It's not really like your whole day's work. But now I've gone softer and saying that like, oh, work is important, or oh, these things are important to you. Well, maybe I could if it was my job. Yeah, exactly. I would like be the asshole in my youth and just like criticize people because I was on my fighting game high. Like, fighting games are great. You should play fighting games all the time. But then I realized that everybody has lives and has work and has jobs and has to take care of shit. Like, I don't have a job. I don't. I don't have a job since like COVID fucking started. I've just been getting you know, benefits. That's really it. And just like taking classes. That's all. But now I respect people that like have to like work for a living to like make ends meet and not just like play video games. You can make it if it was, but damn, man, I was just on my high, just like crucifying people like that. Not like out front, but in my mind I was. Internally I was. Cause like I didn't have a part-time job growing up. I didn't have all these things that, you know, people had. I was just like going to school and that was it. That was freaking it. I didn't have anything else. But, you know, for a game like Guilty Gear Strive and for a company to just... Yeah, same. Nice. Well, I don't know if nice is like the correct word, but I'll just say nice out of like habit and out of like sincere will. Nice. But for Guilty Gear Strive and for a company like Arc System Works to make like a fighting game that shows you like the nitties and the gritties of how their game is played at like a super and on an understanding level. Right. Yes. Yes. For Arc System Works to deliver a game that's like super entry level, well, at surface level, a super entry level game at start, and the game will build up as you keep on playing. The game will like progress you as you're playing. You know, that's good. It's like one of those things where it's like an easy to learn fighting game, but it's hard to master type of fighting game. Like very introductory level, this button does that, this thing does that. But once you start like learning practicals and like start experimenting on like, oh, I can do this, or what if I do that? What if I do this? Then it's gonna be like, oh shit. Now my brain is starting to tweaking. Now my brain has started tweaking of like, yo, this could work. Or maybe this not works. Maybe I should try this. It gets like your brain working on like the fighting game engine. And you know, that's good. But like I said, it's up to you. If you have time for this game, if you like want to get good with this game, if you like this game and want to get good with this game, go for it. But just understand that like the concept of time and like how you can manage it, you know, because that's the important thing. If you can manage your time, your personal time with fighting game time, then you are a hero. But if you can't, then probably not. Maybe you should like save it and then wait until you finally get your chance to play it. That's just like my opinion. You don't have to follow it, but it's just my like advice, my suggestion. Okay. Next, we would like to respond to the feedback we received after the open beta test number 2. Okay. So this is like the nitty gritties. Okay. We're gonna lower this down a little bit just to see the paragraph. There you go. There you go. That's good. So improvements to the online lobby. Improvements to the online lobby. We changed the matching system for online matches to using duel stations and added a rematch feature. This greatly improved the tempo of matchmaking, but there were still issues such as connectivity errors. We are making the final fixes for these leading up to the release. Yeah. Definitely. Fucking definitely. Yeah. They addressed the duel stations. That's like a new thing that happened in Guilty Gear Strive Open Beta Part 2. And albeit they were concise, they were organized, but they still didn't function well. They still didn't function well as like a matchmaking, you know, system. Like you would get into like one duel station and then you would connect to somebody, you would wait on standby with your sword out, and then it's like, oh, the duel station can't be used. Oh, gotta go try the next one. I tried like the next one at the top, it works great. So not all duel stations work great. It's just only a few that work out really well. But is it better than just like the first open beta or the closed beta where you just like stick your sword out and you expect a match? Abso-fucking-lutely. It's way more precise and organized, I feel like, than just, you know, sticking out your sword. Hella good Arc System works. But you do have connection issues, so I still gotta fault you on that. We are putting all of our effort into providing the best possible online environment by the release date. As major changes to the system could not be implemented in time, we are currently focusing on fixing bugs. Improvements to the features and other changes will be made after release in the form of free updates. Ah! So they're going to be doing like day 1 patches. At least that's what this sentence is like. This is like day 1 patch. Fixing all the bugs and issues that you get with the game. Now, do they mean like global release or June 8th release? Because I got the June 8th release, the physical edition from ArcSystemWorks.com. I have that coming soon and will be arriving at my door. But, you know, that's good. That's good that they're adding like a day 1 patch just to like fix all the like the unnested like all the unnested features, you know. It's already good with like rollback netcode. Getting matches, connecting with people, and playing game in match with rollback netcode feels great. It's just the fucking matchmaking that's the problem, and of course the lobby system. It is alright for the most part. It is alright. Now, adjustments to battle balance. Oh, so this is talking about like buffs and nerfs. Not just maybe in characters maybe, but let's see. As jumping was extremely strong during the open beta, we mainly adjusted aerial options for this test. It was our first time attempting to implement such extreme balances, such as decreasing the movement arc of jumps and adding landing recovery before release. We were able to get extremely useful data thanks to this, paired with that from the first test. Oh yeah, I did remember hearing about that like jumping was like super good in the first open beta test. Like, I would see motherfuckers like jumping all the damn time and they would just like get away with shit. Like, they would get like an air option and then they have like no landing recovery. None. You would just be completely safe after doing like an air option. Like air S or air slash or air heavy slash, and it would just be like, alright, I'm good. Time to continue the next string. But that's good that they're like nerfing that shit down, because that way you'll be a little bit more careful, because you won't be jumping a hell of a lot of time with your characters playing in match. You have to be very careful of like what you do, and you know, that's a good thing. Don't be mindless. Be think with your brain a little bit. After considering a variety of factors such as the game concept, battle balance, and how fun it is to play as an action game. They consider that an action game? Well, I mean, maybe. Guilty Gear is not really like an action game. I wouldn't even call it as an action game. I mean, it's like... I mean, it's still a fighting game. Action game would be something like Devil May Cry or Bayonetta. I wouldn't call it as action game. We are making final adjustments. Yeah, it's not really like a Kamen Rider type of fighting game. It's not really a Kamen Rider type of fighting game. God damn. We are making final adjustments. It's fine, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Although there are like Kamen Rider elements. Fucking Nago Ryuki has a mask on, it could be Kamen Rider, who knows. We are making final adjustments in the direction of increasing the movement arcs, while retaining the landing recovery on aerial attacks and double jumps, etc. for the final game. We are also working on adjustments for other game elements such as tension gauge increase for different situations, increased number of plus frames on some counter hits, the cancel window for Gatling combos, minor changes to the combo rules, and the individual balance changes for all characters. Wow, so they're doing like a whole fucking ton of just, you know, quality of life gameplay improvements, right? Cause like, first off, the tension gauge or your meter, your bar of meter, right? Sometimes it would like grow fast if you get like a wall stage transition combo. If you get like someone in the corner wall combo and you get like positive up, your tension gauge goes hella up. But for the guy on the receiving end, they don't get a lot. And bar is so important in a Guilty Gear game. Bar is so fucking important. Like, getting Roman cancels is like the offense you need. Doing super is like the comeback you need. So Strive having just only like 2 like big full bars of meter is kind of restrictive. Like, you can win with just basic like mashing buttons and offense pressure on an opponent depending on the character, but sometimes you need like that meter, cause in Guilty Gear Strive you have like defensive options like oh sure, go ahead Crazy Spanks. Yeah, there you go. Yes, I can finally see that channel point working through. Someone actually used that channel point instead of just me testing it. I love it. Thank you Saberwolf team from Robin Beanland Killer Instinct team. Thank you Robin Beanland, Grant Kirkhope, and David Wise from Killer Instinct team. Oh no, David Wise didn't do Killer Instinct. He did Donkey Kong themes. Anyway. But tension gauge, yeah, I would say like make that for 4, or like make that like 4 like separate bars, so that you can like do Roman cancels like all the time. Not just like save it for like one big stack of stack of half candy bar and just like go nuts. Yeah, just like make it 4. Make it something for like supers. Like 2 bars could be like a super, but have like 1 bar be for RCs. Because RCs are important. They're there for like offense and defense. So you need to keep that. Increased number of plus frames on some counter hits. Did I really feel like plus frames on some counter hits? Guessing like maybe. If I'm like plus on hit, would they like react? But it's hard to like follow up. Hard to follow up like a big giant counter hit. You just get like a counter hit and then don't go for a combo. That's how it is. The cancel window for Gatling combos. Yeah, please. Make Gatling combos hella important. You know, bring it back to a somewhat similar level to how Exar did Gatling combos. That would be hella nice. Minor changes to the combo rules. That one I'm a little bit unsure of. Like, what do they mean by minor changes to the combo rules? Will it be like, you know, floatiness or like spiral states or shit like that? Maybe something along those lines. But that's very vague. Minor changes to the combo rules. That one seems like a little bit too vague. I would need like a video demonstration to like actually see and how that works. Individual battle balance changes for all characters. Yeah, that's to be expected. Like, that's been going on like since the 3 betas. That's obviously something. Please look forward to the release date to experience the finished game. Yeah, we will. Oh my god, hold on. Okay, my bad, Chad. My bad, Chad. I said I was taking a pee, but then all of a sudden I had to go poop. I was like, ugh. Ooh. Oh god. I had to do both things in one bathroom. But everything was contained, everything was inside the toilet. Well, I'm not gonna talk about this shit anymore. Fucking god. Future volumes of Developer's Backyard. That's all for this volumes of Developer's Backyard. We are planning on continuing this project after the game's release. As a result of our busy schedules, we feel recent Developer's Backyards have been a little one-sided. We were able to shell our developmental intent and our future plans, but we're hoping to put more of an emphasis on creating a dialogue between us and the players moving forward. That's nice. That's nice. You want to have communication between your fighting game, the fighting game devs, and the people, because the people are more important. Not shitty people, not like, you know, fix the lobbies or shit like that, you know? That's not criticism. That's not instructive criticism. Just be polite and say like, oh, you know, these things happen. You can like slightly adjust like this character or that character, you know? That's instructive, that's good. We would truly appreciate if you can continue to send your opinions and feedback after the game is released. And of course, Guilty Gear is gonna have like early access showcase here, and that's gonna be like June 6th. Wait, did that happen already or no? This event is live. This live event will begin in about 14 hours. Oh, okay. Alright. So that's like literally tomorrow. I don't know if I'll stay up to watch it, but it's nice. Like, it's gonna be like early access. Also announce future update schedule. Don't miss it. Yeah, so it's gonna be like, you know, how the game's gonna be played, you know, all that shit, and future roadmap of the things ahead. So yeah, that's good. That's good. That's a good backstory. Like I like reading it. some improvements here and there, wherever they are. Oh, that's my Discord. No. No. Oh, okay. Yeah, let's just close that. There you go. Jesus. Yeah, so that's it for this, like, developer background. It's literally everything we could pull out of this thing. God, it's a big-ass bright light. Look. Now we can switch to... Ah, there you go. That was it. Better. Better. But I can't wait for Guilty Gear Strive. I can't wait to play it. I know I'm going to get early access, so it's just going to be me streaming the game and just... This is all about the video posting guidelines, and a lot of people are getting, like, confused about this, and it's basically what you can do with Guilty Gear Strive for those who have it. We encourage you to create videos that include your creative input and commentary. You should not share game footage online without adding your own video or content. Also, you should not take assets from Arc System Works games, such as voice, music, items, etc., and distribute them separately. Yep, it's kind of like all these things I'm posting before launch. Unless you have explicit permission from Arc System Works, any posting or other unauthorized disclosure of game content prior to the game's release is prohibited. Yeah, so this is just like a Capcom version of Arc System Works telling you, oh, you should not do this, or oh, you should not do that with our game unless certain criteria is met. It's basically that if you are caught, you know, doing like gameplay stuff or, you know, story stuff ahead of the game's launch, worldwide launch window or early access launch window, then you're gonna get fucked. You better, like, lawyer up, because otherwise this company is going to be out for you. And please understand, we are not staffed to respond to requests for individual clearance, so please do not write to us and ask. Also, we may update these guidelines from time to time, so please refer to the latest version before sharing your content. Yeah, so it's just like a Capcom way. It's just like a similar thing to what Capcom is doing, how they're softly doing copyright guidelines. Because, like, Capcom before that post was doing Resident Evil mods and selling it as like their own, like TNA mods or like Shrek mods, which they're still doing in Resident Evil Village. But sell it as like your own content and provide your input. So, like, provide your own voice, you know, don't solely stream the game. Just, you know, stream like you would, or upload like you usually would with your own input and your own voice. That's literally what this thing is saying. You know, that's all what it really is. Monetization, that doesn't affect me because, like, I haven't hit that monetization mark yet, or like the partner program yet on YouTube. I'm still like 47 subscribers on Khaiza and 14 on my single player multiplayer channel, so that doesn't affect me. We do not allow Arc System Works potential to make money. But anyway, yeah, that's it. That's all we get from Arc System Works, and that's all of, like, all the talks that I wanted to talk over, man.